What is up, y'all? It's your girl, brand new, and honey, I am back in the building. This time, honey, I'm back with a love and marriage Huntsville extra, honey. We got Mr. Maurice Scott. He gets to talking about the black family and slavery, and I'm like, what? Say what now? Your whole marriage is slavery, okay? You expect for Kimmi to have all this sex with you, even while going through cancer, honey, okay? You have very high expectations of her, okay? At this juncture, okay? Like, child, I'm gonna let Maurice talk. Maurice also mentioned why he's not changing Monster's name. I guess Monster's real name is Maurice Jr. He said being called a monster could be a good thing. He also talks about how he doesn't put a high priority on Monster cleaning. You want to know why? You want to know why? Come a little closer. You want to know why? Because he expects for Kimmi to do it. Okay, that's how a lot of these men is, honey. They want you to cook, clean. Just be a slave. They will steal your ideas, okay, and take credit for it. Okay, so, child, only on the first floor, okay? And I really have issues, honey, with people that are on the first floor and they don't know it. They are like in this denial about it. Maurice and Kimmi would, they would be those people, honey. Okay. So without further ado, we gonna let Casper tell y'all what's good, honey, okay?
That was designed to separate black families. That's something relatively, if we go back through time, that's something that's relatively new, right? Even in slavery, people were getting married and families were getting torn apart for that very reason, right? But even post-slavery.
But sir, nobody wants to get into a marriage and be treated like a slave. This is why a lot of women, especially black women, they don't want to be married. They don't want to be married. Okay? They don't want to just have sex when you want to have sex. They don't want to be around your annoying ass family. A lot of y'all mothers are toxic. And because you're such a weak ass simp, you're not willing to call her out for that behavior. Okay? Or your father is crazy. So all this marriage stuff, the men on Love and Marriage Huntsville, honey, they make you not want to be married. Even some of the fools on Bail Collector. Marceau make marriage look like slavery. Martell, he expect to be married to you and have a side chick. Okay, Maurice, we thought he was the good guy, honey, okay? He's a Chucky doll himself, okay? He a Chucky doll, too. He expect to get all this sex from Kimmi. This is before cancer. He wanted to have sex 2 and 3 times a day as if Kimmi ain't got a job as a nurse, okay? Where she's working a lot of hours. When you work in the healthcare industry, I know because I'm a part of it. You work a lot of hours, if not long hours at that. Okay? Especially if you don't have your own practice.
The black family lived together, grew together, everything. It's like 70s and beyond is when you start seeing a whole bunch of breaking up of the family. And systematically, that's when the attack happened, right? If you look at the demise of African-American families, that happened from the 70s on, and I'm a 70s baby, right? Mm-hmm. So to see that, when we look back, we see a whole bunch of tradition on television, right? Even in the early 80s, the Cosby Show was a really big show because you saw successful black families going through life. Now, you're not going to have a situation where you're problem-free. You're going to have problems no matter what. But how do you...
Yeah, but we also saw Felicia Rashad with a job. Wasn't she an attorney? So she actually had a job. But you and your brother, y'all treat y'all women like they ain't got jobs. Their main job is to please you.
Deal with it, from 2 different perspectives. But now what we've seen is a meteoric rise in black women as the head of household. They're responsible for everything. Mass incarceration has led to a lot of this, right? So they
Right, because you niggas is not playing your part. Okay? Y'all are weak. And then y'all out here, yeah, I want a feminine woman. But bitch, you're feminine. You're not going to get a feminine woman if you are feminine. She's masculine. You made her that way. Shout out to Umar Johnson. Shout out to him. Okay? You made the black woman that way.
they've grown a dual responsibility, mother and father. So, yeah, they want that weight taken off of them. However, they've grown enough strength to be aware. Yeah, I'm not going to be barefoot and pregnant because I can go make some bread, right? Yeah, and when you're coming into this household, it's not acceptable because I look at your finances, and I don't know if you're going to be the one that's going to lead us in this financial department. So they actually have some much more awareness, and they've been responsible for so much more that now they're just not taking just whatever.
Why should the black woman just take whatever? What is y'all problem? Why do y'all think that leadership means that the woman should put up with abuse? The fact that he's talking like this, you guys, I'm decoding it. Okay? I know what he's saying. And I know what he's not saying. But yeah, why should a woman put up with a lot? Why? Why should she have to take a man's shit? Y'all be wanting too much. Check my shorts. I told y'all the leading cause of divorce, the leading cause of breakups and relationships is unrealistic expectations. You don't know who you really dealing with. People will always show you who they are by what they are entertained by. Okay? If you want somebody to think highly of you, you have to engage with high vibrational people and situations. Quit with the struggle shit. I had to drop a friend in my past because they always want to talk about the struggle and, keep telling me, well, this person need help and they went. Now we all go through stuff, but this ain't the damn struggle bus over here. Okay? Yeah, but you so strong. I told y'all watch out for y'all friends, y'all man, anybody that's saying that. You so strong because guess what? Inadvertently, consciously, subconsciously, they are going to put more on you because they feel like you a woman, you strong, you're here to just endure pain. Period. You are here to do my dirty work. And a lot of women won't let a man lead. I'm going to tell you why. A lot of you all are devilish. You're narcissistic. You want to triangulate. You want your wife to argue with your baby mama. Look at what Maurice is doing on Love and Marriage Huntsville. He wants Kimmi to argue with a bitch that he used to be with about Monster and Parenting Monster, when Parenting Monster is really technically on Kiawah and him. Yes, Kimmi can, throw her 2 cents in there, but at the end of the day, y'all are Monster's parents. And if Kimmi speak up too much, y'all gonna be like, you overstepping your boundaries. Okay? So that's why some of these women can't let you niggas lead, because behavior reflects intentions, and a lot of times y'all don't have the right intentions. You're not strong enough. You're not focused on what's important. You're too busy focused on low vibrational things. People arguing, drama. A lot of y'all love arguing with your ex's new boyfriend. Y'all love that. When your ass could be picking up a dictionary. I remember I dated a man like that. This bitch swore he was so smart. Yeah, I'm this, I'm so good with my finances and I'm so that, but engage in the most foolish shit. Now, am I to believe you are this strong, smart, agile man, or do I believe your behavior, which is you entertaining low vibrational people ghetto drama people, birds of a feather flock together. Okay? I remember the man didn't even have a good vocabulary, you guys. He could be reading a damn thesaurus. He could be reading and educating himself, but no, he wanted to argue with all these motherfuckers that don't even care about him. That's another way, ladies, you could tell if a man loves himself. When a man loves himself, he's going to show you he loves himself. He's not going to engage with people that don't even give a damn about his well-being. Okay, a lot of people be so focused and invested in people that don't even care about them. They will start conversations with you about these people. And if they come across somebody like Miss Robinson, I'm going to tell you straight up, I don't give a damn about them. And then guess what these people will say? She's selfish. She all about herself. You goddamn right. Okay, I'm focused on my star player. Okay, I'm focused on my daughter, which is my legacy. We're important, not all these other non-motherfucking factor-ass people that don't care about us. I wish I would give them my energy. Child, and went on a rant. But that's why a lot of women, though, don't let men lead. A lot of y'all be wanting to lead. Your dick can't get and stay hard. Ain't nobody trying to hear what you got to say. Okay?
So now you just can't say whatever to black women, but they still don't want to carry the load by themselves.
Well, Kimmi, yeah.
Why would they want to carry the load by themselves? Okay? Why should they? They still don't want to be by themselves. So they know they got to put up with our bullshit, to have a dick in their life. Look at how he speaks. Ooh, child.
And Kimmi said on my podcast, she said that when it comes to her decision, obviously getting married later in life, is because she was a single mom. Jalen's father obviously is in his life to some degree, but for all intents and purposes, Kimmi was the head of her household. When she met you, she wanted something traditional. And she said that, and I don't want to misquote her, so you tell me when I do. But she said something along the lines, and I'll paraphrase. She said that when y'all first met, you said to her something along the lines of, you can do everything on your own, why do you need me? Or like something about, I'm a traditional man and I like certain things, but I think that may be a problem. We may be at an impasse when it comes to that. And she said to you, like, no, I like being a woman. I want a traditional man. Can you talk to me about that? Because obviously...
What's a traditional man, though? Because a lot of y'all don't even represent that. What's a traditional man? Man to pay all the bills? Y'all want to control the household, but you don't want to pay most of the bills or all of the bills. Well, no, I don't want to do that, but I want to be able to control you. Yeah, that's how a lot of these relationships and marriages is set up. With the man acting like he your damn daddy. Well, man, and I had a man tell me this. The man's supposed to be controlling. No, you are not in a relationship or marriage to control anybody. We all have free will. Stop trying to run your relationship or marriage like a dictatorship. Or try to run it with your dick. Stop doing that. Have respect for a woman. And I'm sick of hearing all this masculine and feminine because I feel like a lot of y'all manipulate those terms. Okay? Respect a person as a human being. You know she didn't work 16 hours. When she get home, babe, how was your day? Babe, do you want something to eat? Babe, let me run you a hot bath. Babe, I want to make love to you tonight. If she feels up to it. Okay? Y'all are not engaging with women like they are human beings. You're doing it like she's an animal. That's the problem with marriages and relationships. You don't have respect for people because you don't have it for yourself. If a person don't respect themselves, they will never respect you. I don't give a damn how high the credit score is, how many cars they got in their garage, if they own a home. They ain't got nothing to do with the price of tea in China.
I think it's your second marriage. Mm-hmm. When you decided to propose to Kimmi after dating for, what was it, 7 years?
Yeah, close to 7 years.
Close to 7 years. What made you decide to go there and propose to her after waiting 7 years of dating her? Was it because you wanted to take things slow? Was it because you really wanted to navigate, like, I need to know if me and this woman are on the same page based on our traditions?
I'll tell you, I think there's a couple different...
His traditions only serve him. Okay? One-sided. It's abuse when only one side is being presented and honored.
Thanks. Number one is your memory is really, really good, by the way. In essence, I told Kimmi that...
Y'all hear what he said? Your memory is really good. See, I can't do all that lying that I like to do. Come on, Maurice.
You know, we're not going to be compatible because you want to leave, right? And I didn't have the foresight at the time to see.
I'm going, I know some of y'all rolling your eyes and you're sucking your teeth. You saying, Miss Robinson, let it play. Listen, when it comes to this whole situation of who should lead in a relationship or marriage, it depends on where y'all strengths lie. If he's good with finances, okay? And being good with finances isn't just about making money. A lot of you all are very basic and first floor. You feel like, yeah, I know how to work a whole bunch of hours and I'm good with money. And you're not good with money, nigga, if you ain't got a car. And you steady trying to talk down to everybody that do got a car. You are not good with money if you're using it to be financially abusive, because a lot of them, once you do give them control of the finances, they go find a way to abuse you or see that you are in need of something financial. They'll buy it and then start acting funny towards you, throwing the item that they brought you up in your face. A lot of y'all do that. Y'all play these little childish first floor, devilish Chucky doll games. You can't do that.
See that she had to leave. Not that she wanted to. She actually had to. If she didn't leave, who was going to leave? You know? So she said that she didn't really want to, but if you're going to take the lead, then brother, you're going to have to be a good-ass leader because I've been leading, right? So I understand that perspective, and I think that strengthened the dynamic because with the understanding that she's a leader already, that means that you have to be on your P's and Q's about your decisions. Now, mind you, every decision that we have, there may be some clashing of decisions, but it has to be a sharp. You have to think your way through these decisions, you know. And all my
decisions, my ass. You set up situations that only serve you. She didn't want to talk to Kiawah. She didn't want to, drudge up the past with Kiawah. But you pressured her into that. No, call her up. Y'all need to talk about the past because he wants to see these women argue over him. So a lot of y'all is like that. Y'all are not even mature once you get out of a marriage with another woman. You're not even mature. Okay? You don't know that that's in the past. And some of y'all, what y'all do is y'all will act like Maurice, keep bringing up your ex-wife. Okay, keep bringing up your ex-girlfriend, not knowing that the more you bring them up, I guarantee you, the more that woman is thinking about stepping out on your ass. And eventually she will. Because technically you're cheating every time you bring the bitch up. You should be focused on the woman that's in front of you. Period. You should tell Monster that Kimmi don't like it when you leave your clothes around or when you don't wash and dry the dishes. You should have him focused on what Kimmi wants, not what Kiawah wants. She's not in the household. She got her own separate relationship with Monster. You honor your wife, but these niggas love going back to the past. Okay? Yeah, well, they still in love with their ex. They ain't in love with her. They in love with the past because the past is predictable. Watch out for these niggas that's always talking about the past all the time. I had some nigga in my past try to sit in front of me breaking down what happened with his ex and her child. When I interrupted that nigga, I said, I don't want to hear that. Oh, okay. Yeah, we don't care. we don't care about her past. Okay? I get people may talk about, old relationships here and there. Sometimes it comes up, but that should not be the center of your relationship or marriage. And a lot of you all have that problem. And it's not because you are in love with that person. It's just, it's predictable. You done already, been through that. Okay? They don't want to be in the present moment. They scared of that. So they want to go cling to their little teddy bear, which is the past. Well, let me bring her up and then let me triangulate. And weak niggas are the ones that triangulate because they so insecure and they want to make you insecure. Okay, that's why they bring up these ugly, Bernstein bear, looking women. That's why they bring them up. Okay, long as she breathing and got a cootie cat, she ain't even got to be pretty. They'll bring her up. Okay? Because they insecure, low self-esteem. I don't feel good about myself, so let me bring up somebody else and make you think that they still want me, and then maybe you will want me even more. This is the stupid ass logic. Okay? So I done got off base, but we coming back to Mellow Yellow. But yeah, I was so triggered listening to him talking to Carlos. I said, he out here talking on behalf of these niggas.
Even the ones that come on TV, they can be challenged. The whole thought process of bringing Kiawah down here so that I can raise my son was one that...
Why the hell would you need to bring her? Do y'all hear what he's saying? Bring her here. And Kimmi was crying. Y'all remember when he told Kimmi at the last minute that he offered to pay for a house for Kiawah and her new husband to stay in. Kimmi didn't want that. She was crying. But it ain't about what Kimmi want. You a slave, bitch. You here to go along with everything I want. Because everything I want serves me. Okay, and I'm going to tell you women this. This is off topic. But watch yourself, ladies. If you're going through a breakup, watch who you talk to. Be careful about the men you get advice from, because they may be giving you advice that only serves them. It don't serve you. Because remember, they see you as a slave, so they always go put you in a second position while they coming in first. Okay? So watch the advice that you are getting from a man when you are vulnerable. Make sure you trust this man you getting advice from. Really, I'm for real. Watch his character. Watch the shit he says. And pay attention to if he keeps saying stuff like, yeah, but a man and a man and a man need this and a man and a man and a man. And if you don't never hear shit about you, that means, bitch, he think you a slave. Why would a man keep talking about how he a man and what a man need? We know you a man, nigga. We know you got a dick and balls in your drawers. Okay, we already know that. But I'm a man and I remember that was the first narcissist, I had dealt with. But I'm a man and a man can't help himself and, a man and a man. He had kept saying all that. I was like, something wrong with this bitch. She's special. But you keep telling me, I never went around, you guys, in the history of living my life saying, I'm a woman, but I'm a woman. Everybody knows I'm a damn woman. Why would I need to keep saying that? Okay? And they keep saying that shit because they want you to cater to their ego, not their soul. Okay? Cater to my ego. I'm a man. It's normal for me to, be with another woman and be with you too. It's normal. And these same men, if you do what they do, you a hoe. They ain't hoes though when they do what they do. Okay? That's another thing to watch out for. Man, she a hoe. She a slut. Mm-hmm. They don't think you are supposed to enjoy sex. They'll say, yeah, she overly sexualized. All she care about is sex. They will find a way to polarize you and your character. Just for enjoying sex, just for having basic needs and wants. Okay? But because remember, it's all about him. He the man. Okay? Let's get back to Maurice. He's so, he's not entertaining. That's why I keep going off on a damn tangent, because I'm bored with his ass. Because I see your ass. Okay, I see you. I see you, fool.
Oh, my God. I never thought we were going to get that kind of blowback behind that decision. But, everybody says what they'd do. Every woman says, I really want my baby's dad to have a role in his life, or I really want him to do whatever for his kids, until he's really to do whatever for his kids.
That ain't what that is. A woman wants a positive male figure for her child. I look at my life. That's what I wanted. But if your weak ass is not willing to do that, you out here acting like a ghetto ass hood rat, wanting to argue all the time. That's how, my daughter's father was. It's like a ghetto ass Shaniqua. I was like, look at this bitch. Turn up, sis. Turn up. Shout out to Quad. Because I was watching Quad on Married to Medicine, and Gregory was going off when they was out of town season 5. She was like, turn up, Greg. Come on, baby. Turn up. Come on. I remember one time, guys, my child's father was arguing with me in the winter time. When I seen that bitch slide on a piece of ice and go up in the air, I was cracking up. I said, that's what your ass gets. Okay? Got your ass, Mr. Postman. Okay, talking that shit, and that bitch went right up in the air. I said, that's right. Okay, but women want a relief. Okay? Women want to feel supported. We don't want to parent with a bitch that wants to argue, that wants to do the silent treatment when they don't get their way, don't want to get their kids, want to complain about paying child support. Okay, I done been through all of that. I would rather parent alone. Life is peaceful. I ain't got to deal with a psychotic parent. Okay? Life is supposed to feel good. It's supposed to be peaceful. That's how I live life. But I'm not arguing with no. Okay? Not arguing with an idiot. I'm not arguing with a nigga on the first floor. Okay, that wanna, I'm not gonna give you all that energy because I don't care about you like that. When I don't give a fuck about people, I don't give them no energy. Nothing. You gonna have to pull, bitch. And that's why motherfuckers stay grasping at straws when it come to Miss Robinson. Okay?
That was a whatever type of decision, right?
So, I see what you're saying. Mm-hmm.
You see what I'm saying? You see the dynamic, and it's like, I'll pay for a whole house for me to have my son and raise him, if it makes it easier.
You full of shit. Carlos, you know this nigga full of shit. Shame on you, Los, for not calling this nigga out. But Carlos knew this nigga was tripping. His eyes is getting bigger. Yeah, Maurice is one of them people where it sounds nice. You know, it sounds nice. You wanted to get your son here. But nigga, we ain't forgot what you said. You put your son off on Kimmi. Same way with these chores. You put all that off on Kimmi. That's just something Kimmi want. What about you supporting your wife and checking your damn son without you bringing your ex-wife into it? See, they love to cause drama, chaos, division, and confusion. And I told y'all, God is not the author of confusion. Okay, Mellow Yellow is. Okay, Casper is. Okay? So yeah, he said all the right things, and that's what these niggas do. They'll say the right things. A lot of them will get married, walk down that aisle with you, and marry you all the while. Yeah, I don't cheat. I'll never cheat. Meanwhile, they flirting with every big booty heifer at the job. I done seen it. Licking their lips all in another woman's face, because I got this bitch for life. She my little slave. Okay? She was dumb enough to, think, that I meant all those vows. Okay? Which is why y'all should write your own damn vows, honey. But we'll get on that, on another day. Okay? Yeah, that's what these niggas on the first floor, that's how they look at a marriage. Okay? A man that really honors you and cherishes you, ladies, is going to look at you as an equal. Is going to look at you as his partner. He's going to know you got fears and insecurities the same way he does. And he wants to be that soft place for you to land because you his woman and he takes pride in you. On having you on his arm, and he sees you the way he sees himself. He knows that you need to be covered. You need to be protected. Y'all be treating y'all women like shit. And then you expect for the woman to not treat you like shit back. Like, make it make sense. Okay? So, yeah, Kimmi girl, you need to be burning that food, running up these credit card bills. Remember, he can fix your credit. He the credit repairman, right? He can fix it, right? Okay? And remember, he like a dirty house. It's not important for Monster to clean his room. That's not high on his priority list, but it's high on your wife's. Okay? And another way, ladies, a man cares for you is your priorities, they mean something to him. He's not going to dismiss them and ignore them and not acknowledge them. Who does that? Maurice does.
Right? That's one side of it. The other side is when you look at a woman, and this is for just in general, in audience, whatever, okay? If you look at a person, not just a woman, but if a guy, I'm looking at it from a guy's perspective. If a guy looks at a woman and it looks like $1 million is laying on the ground and everybody's walking past it, you kind of want to know, why are people walking past that? Right?
Because a lot of y'all don't know when you got something good. Okay? A lot of you are obsessed with the past. That's why y'all still be talking about women from y'all past. When you don't love yourself, you will always choose a woman that is bad for you, that triangulates you, has you arguing with her man, okay, that be taking your kids and not letting you see the kid, okay. She'll ghost you for weeks or months at a time. Okay? She will financially abuse you. Y'all will stick around for that. You want to know why? Because you don't think you deserve better. Okay? So a lot of times, and I really do feel like this, a lot of men, they don't want a good woman. There are some women, they don't want a good man. That's why they put up with all that abuse, lying, and cheating. Because that's what they think a relationship and a marriage consists of. That's what they think, that's what should be going on? Or it's too boring. You treating them good? You boring. I'm used to you. I'm used to you. You don't go nowhere. They'll say that. You going to work, taking care of your kids. That ain't good enough. They want you out in these streets. Now, if you're out in these streets, you're going to end up fucking in these streets. And then they going to be complaining about that. So a lot of y'all wouldn't know a good woman if it slapped you in the face because you ain't did your healing. You refuse to go to therapy. You think you got your shit figured out. You deal with your problems by drinking, by running to your mother, okay? Assassinating people's characters and not taking responsibility and accountability for how you treated people. Okay? A lot of y'all out here gambling. You use that as a crutch. You always got excuses for how somebody did you, not knowing how you contributed to the problem. You refuse to acknowledge how you contributed. Okay?
At first you're like, is it really $1 million? And then you go over and you start thumbing through the money, and the next day you bring one of those testers and you start testing the money. This is real. After a while, is this a setup? Should I pick this up? You know, they watching whatever. You're going through your mind like.
And a lot of y'all choose women, and you feel like you feel like they are a prize only if you can control them. If you can't control the woman, you're not interested. Because a lot of you love having these dictatorship relationships and marriages. You love the slavery of it all. Slavery is over, niggas. It's over. But y'all like to rewrite history, recreate history, I should say.
Why is this here? That's kind of the way I felt with Kimmi. Like, she got to be either crazy. There has to be something that's going on.
Dumbass analogy. It's dumb. You could tell him and Marceau is brothers, honey. That's stupid. You got all that in your head and that's what you came up with, nigga. Kimmi, girl, you need to run this nigga through the car wash. He need to be washed off. Okay?
Why is this so good and it's not off the market?
Well, everybody should just want you, and if you was a good catch, no, maybe the woman is not dating. Like, he has a one-track mind, honey. Okay? And what he said is misogynistic. It's like, yeah, didn't no man want you, so you must not be worth nothing. You couldn't keep that man. A lot of y'all ain't worth being kept. You're broken inside. You may look good on the outside, but you're broken inside. You and your six-pack. Okay? Broken.
Okay, I'm following. So it was Kimmi was too good to be true. And what you wanted to, this is why, listen, I am not a straight black man, and this is why I make sure to listen to this show, you guys, the podcast I listen to, because I like to make sure that I have a vast view of how people think. One thing I've learned about men is they're waiting for the shoe to fall off. Like, you too good to be true. When is the crazy cycle come? Now look,
you know why they worried about the crazy side? Because that's what they want. If you went into your marriage the proper way, if you wanted to have a good woman on your side, why the hell would you wait for the crazy to show up? Why? I wouldn't wait for the other shoe to drop. I'm not looking for that. I'm going to take you at face value, what you show me. But y'all looking for the crazy because that's what y'all want. Y'all want these first floor relationships where you're always arguing and it's all this triangulation, all this disrespect. He was looking for the drama because that's what he represents. Water always seeks its own level. Hello? Okay? Let me get in these comments. I'm done listening to Maurice. Okay? I'm done with that, honey. Okay, so one person says, to hear a man say his desire for sex supersedes the health of his spouse is wildly disappointing. Exactly. That's all he care about, getting laid all the time. Another person says stress can cause cancer. This man is a menace. Come on, honey. He knowingly avoids his emotional responsibility for his son and to his wife. He is psychologically abusive towards Kimmi, and these types of relationships can cause illness in our body. Exactly. That's why so many women is getting lupus. This is very serious and important for us to understand. Black women have the highest instances of toxic stress. That's stress on top of stress, being dismissed, unheard, and gaslit in relationships. Come on, baby. Particularly when you have a strong mind can cause disease. Y'all hear that? What did they say about being strong? Watch out for your male friends. And your man, if they saying, you so strong, I just know you could deal with everything, I just know, stay away from them. It causes disease to your mind, heart, spirit, and body, which are all connected. Being bonded with a man who refuses to listen to sound counsel is dangerous. Exactly. Another person says Maurice is so emotionally immature, he cannot own his stuff. Exactly. Another person says, let me say this, none of these husbands really honor their wives. I just don't see unconditional love. I love, honey, how they are dragging him, honey. I'm here for it. Another person says Maurice is wrong on so many levels. It's like he's not taking any responsibility for his son. Another person says, I'm so sad for Kimmi because I'm a breast cancer survivor and she's not even allowed to say I'm going to have radiation, chemotherapy, surgery without having to say we. I can only imagine how low she feels going through and him not understanding what and how this moment is changing her life. I'm speaking from experience. Looking at this play out makes me appreciate how my husband handled me with care and wouldn't let me touch dishes, laundry, or cooking. But instead, it's all about him and his 1 inch. Ooh, not the 1 inch, honey. Honey, they are dragging you, honey, in these comments, okay? And Miss Robson is here for it, okay? Another person says, Maurice is constantly gaslighting Kimmi. I don't like him. Another person says, my husband passed away a year ago from cancer that we fought for 3 years and sex was the last thing on my mind. Shame on you, Maurice. At least your wife is still alive. Pray for that. Yeah. Another person says Maurice left his city to go to the South and leave his son with his mother, then got the opportunity to be on a TV show. He wanted to have his son leave what he loves, i.e. his friends and family, so he can show the public he's a good dad. Yeah, it's basically, a narcissistic show-off. That's like those parents. I remember I was with a guy. He was a weekend parent, okay? And he constantly complained about his child's mother. Constantly. Well, she not the good parent that I am. And it's like, you're not even with the child all the time. These niggas be like in this fantasy land. Oh, I bought him some Jordans. Oh, I bought my daughter this, Monster misses his mother. He needs to spend his time with his friends and family that he grew up with. I agree. Another person says, I wish Kimmi would just throw the union away. Sis, you are worth so much more. Like, people are really, feeling bad for Kimmi. Another person says, this whole interview irked my entire soul. I know it irked me. The way I had to get in there and act like a damn firefighter and put out the fire, okay, that was coming out of Maurice's mouth, honey, okay? Another person says Kimmi deserves kindness, patience, and a nurturing husband who worships her. Love can heal, but lies and stress kill. We have literally seen Kimmi dwindle away through Maurice's insidious narcissism. There's that word again. People ain't using it for no damn reason. He has destroyed so many that attempt to love him deeply. Another person says Maurice is ridiculous. Damn, honey, ain't none of these comments positive. His whole explanation for Monster's name, I'm not buying. I don't like how he's treating his wife. It just doesn't sit right in my spirit. Another person says Maurice annoys every nerve I have. He can't even recognize his son needs and wants his mother. He's too busy trying to put the responsibility on Kimmi to raise him. So, of course, he doesn't recognize what Kimmi needs and is saying, I'm sick of him for real. Another person says Maurice has an answer to everything and is always right. Everybody else's option is stupid. Another person says Maurice is corny to me. He should have left that child with his mother and kept the schedule they had. Hearing the issues Kimmi has with his parenting, he's probably done more harm than good by bringing him to live with them. I couldn't imagine having my son on camera in front of the world having these conversations. Another person says Maurice is pathetic. Ooh, child. Look, and it gets worse. He does not love Kimmi. He is jeopardizing Kimmi's health. Chemo and radiation weakens and attacks the immune system. If Kimmi contacts an infection, she will really have a bigger battle for her life. Another person says, my ears needed several breaks from the high self-esteem, from the high esteem BS. Maurice is the type of person that can never see his fault, but wants to preach about how others are at fault. Watching the show last night is a clear indication that Maurice does not see the depression his son is experiencing. Now, Kimmi and his mother sees it, but they would not say it. Probably because Maurice would not accept it and then blame it on them. Yeah, that's another thing they do. They'll blame you for everything, because they are too lazy to take accountability and responsibility for their actions. Another person says, strange, Maurice describes it as him growing up in a two-parent household. Marcel talked about the parents not being together and then having times when they didn't have a place to live. Strange, Marcel talked about him living with his uncle as a young teenager. Ooh, child. Another person says everything that comes out of Maurice's mouth is gaslighting. This is crazy. Like this, I don't know. You would have thought I was reading the comments about Martell. Y'all remember how this show started the first couple of seasons and everybody hated Martell? They still do. And it's like now they feel like that about Maurice. About, Mr. Martin Luther King, honey. Okay. Ciao. Another person says, as much as I admire this guy's success and academic intelligence, he totally missed the mark on Kimmi's concern about MJ's failure to perform chores as she instructed. Yeah, because he don't care about Kimmi. Kimmi is a woman. She is to cook and clean and, do everything. Okay? So a lot of these women, they are married, but they are married single women. Look at Tisha. Okay? I am not single. I'm married to my soul. My soul, he don't have a dark soul. He a good man. They'll say he a good man, Savannah girl. Another person says the Scott brothers are insufferable. Another person says Maurice is a narcissist. There's that word. Another person says, so I guess Maurice doesn't realize how cleaning your room and doing chores can build discipline and help his son become a responsible young man. Yeah, I told y'all before he get a job, he go, you got to perform your chores the right way. That'll help you get and keep a job. But, Maurice don't care about that, because Kimmi care about that. And it ain't about her. It's about him and how can he be served. Okay? That is what it is about. Another person says Maurice is super selfish. He may be worse than Marceau. Kimmi can't be this desperate. Ooh, child. It didn't sit right with me when he and Kimmi was on the porch crying at the couples retreat because he didn't and evidently still doesn't take her feelings into consideration. These Scott boys are scammers, have no storyline, no real jobs, and are not good for TV. They are just sad. Ooh, child. She dragged y'all, honey. Okay? Another person says sex was probably the last thing on Kimmi's mind when she found out she had cancer. After listening to this interview, it's obvious Maurice doesn't care about Kimmi's overall sexual and mental well-being. Nope, he don't care. It's all about him. Another person says he don't give a F about Kimmi. He's proven that time and time again. She is so desperate to be a wife, she allows the mistreatment. How do you do that at 50? Yep. I'm glad the people are seeing it, honey. I'm glad y'all see this man for who and what he is. All right, you guys, that's all I have to say about all of this, honey. Get down in the comments. Let me know what you thought about this here video. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. I am your girl, brand new, and I will check you guys out in the next video.